Recently, I feel as though my life has become almost stagnant. School has trapped me in this endless loop of doing the same thing every day with no change at all. The New England road trip is nothing like I've ever done before, and I cannot wait for it to begin.
This year has come with a lot of ups and downs, and has kept me very busy, but it'll be nice to be back with my best friends on the road again.
Man, these past few months have been difficult. Junior year really flew by and tested me mentally, so I'm truly looking forward to getting back on the road with my best friends again.
School has become very repetitive and boring. This 10-day adventure will be a great escape and give me lifelong memories.
This school year has been fun, tiring, and stressful, but man, oh, I am ready to go on this big adventure.
Good morning, everybody. It is currently 4:39 in the morning. Gabe's picking me up at 5:30 in the minivan, and I just have some last minute packing things I gotta do. Scarf down a bowl of cereal, and then we're gonna be on our way to pick up the other guys. Today we have a 13-hour drive to Letchworth State Park in New York. It's gonna be awesome. I think one of my favorite things about going on a big road trip is waking up at the crack of dawn to go with all your buddies and start the adventure. He's here. Look at that minivan. Good morning, Gabe. Hello, Ben. Good morning. How do you feel? Let's go. Hello, Nate. How do you feel this morning? Hello there. Give me some words of inspiration this morning.
So it'll be a first, but I'm really excited.
All right, we got everything packed up in the van, and now we're finally on the road, and we're going to Maine. Let's go! Serpentine explanations for why I stayed at a side. Rosemary Robinson, my stars.
So this is a packet our pre-cal teacher gave us for preparation of our trip, so we don't know what's in here, but we're about to find out.
Let's go.
Okay, so we got some funny math jokes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Algebra geometry practice.
Maybe taking advantage of
Mad Libs. Okay.
Alright.
Mad Libs, okay.
Let's hear a math
Anything
joke.
else in here?
Let's hear the math joke.
Why is 69 so scared of 70?
What?
Because once they fought, and 71. I don't get it.
Oh, hell no.
I don't get it. Why is 69 so scared of 70?
No, it makes sense because 71.
Oh, because once they fought 71. Bro. Alright, wait.
Oh God, thank you, Mrs. Johnson. Now, you're probably wondering, who the heck are your friends that you're going on this 10-day road trip with? And how'd you guys even pull this off in the first place? Well, let me introduce you to the squad. This is Ben. He's the comedian slash chef of the group. He's the funniest guy I know, and he never fails to lighten the heart of the group when we get down. He also cooked every meal if we ever decided to eat at camp that night. This is Gabe. This man has unlimited energy. He's never tired, and you can always count on him to be ready to go at a moment's notice. He also brought a GoPro along on the trip, which recorded some of the best footage we got on the whole adventure. This is Nate. Whether we got to camp at 1 a.m. or 6 p.m., you could count on him to get that tent up and hold the fort down. He was also the group's head navigator. He made sure that we got where we needed to be when we needed to be there. This is Bryan. He was kind of the group's jack of all trades. He's super funny, he always helped set up camp, and he always tried to have a positive outlook on things when things got tough. He also kept our group in check and made sure that the decisions we were making were always safe. And I'm Jack. I'm the videographer.
I'm in charge of creating and editing the video that recaps the adventure when it's done. I'm also in charge of planning the whole trip and finding all of the hikes and campsites. Now I know 5 17-year-olds going on a road trip halfway across the country by themselves sounds insane, but thanks to a well-planned presentation and Nate and I's top-tier convincing skills, we were able to do it. And with that being said, let's get back into the adventure.
We made it to Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Me and Nate were actually here last summer, and it was actually pretty cool, so we're checking it back out. We're gonna go to a waterfall, not a very long hike, and then we're gonna hit the road again, but it was a good 8-hour car ride, so we're gonna have to stretch our legs.
Rocks here got these striations on them. Back in the good old days, water came through here.
Send a picture of the waterfall.
And made all these rocks like how they are.
Stop the cap.
I love to know just where you went. 'Cause honey, you don't look the same. I barely recognize you with that look all on your face. My God, those words are burned into my brain. You showed me I should stop and I ignored it.
What, name him?
Garth. Garth the gardener's name.
Garth.
I like that.
Bye, Garth.
You'd be important.
The van's here on the side. All right, right now, I'm on the side where Pennsylvania is. There's the sign. Pennsylvania right here.
On my feet.
And we're in New York!
What's up? We finally got to Letchworth State Park, and it's like 10 o'clock. It was like a 13-hour drive, and we finally got here. It's dark, but we're gonna do a hike here tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna go to Niagara Falls and then the Green Mountains. So it's gonna be a long driving day. We're gonna shower up, get some good sleep, and we're gonna wake up. It's gonna be great.
Heck yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Good morning. We just woke up and we're gonna do a couple hikes here, and then we're gonna drive 2 hours to Niagara Falls. So let's do it.
Rate your sleeping experience in the first day.
It was pretty good. That little tiny little box fan that we had saved my life, but I was so hot.
All right, we got to the Lower Falls Trailhead, but it's pouring rain, so I'm not gonna have the camera out too much, but I'm gonna bring it just in case there's a sick view. So we're gonna go hit the trail.
Baby, love you, catch my mind. Baby, love you, do it all the time.
So wet, can I get my camera out, dude?
You and I, we are.
This apple course going bye-bye. Yeah.
Drenched but still super excited, we began the drive out of New York's beautiful countryside and into the city of Buffalo to visit Niagara Falls.
That's Canada right there, right across the bridge. All right, we made it to Niagara Falls. Yeah, we're gonna go check it out.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm remembering, I promised to forget you now. But it's raining and I'm calling drunk. And my medicine is drowning your
Get on it. I can't believe we actually made it to Niagara Falls. This is absurd.
Am I honest still? Am I half the man I used to be?
I went into Niagara Falls not expecting that much, because I feel like people always call the place overrated or it's just not that talked about. But I was absolutely blown away by the beauty of this state park, and it actually ended up being one of my favorite places we visited on the whole trip. We spotted these little tour boats called the Bait of Mist, and we saw that they were literally taking people into Niagara Falls, and that looked insane. So we decided to call an audible, and for 35 bucks, we hopped on one of these boats.
Holy shit! Oh my god! It's crazy!
Emergency phone call, honey, yeah. Ring and ring, even the cops thought you were on for hanging up.
Due to some absolutely nasty sweet talking from Ben, we somehow convinced the captain to let us go a second time for free, which was absolutely insane. Overall, the whole thing was probably a top 5 experience of my life. No matter what they tell you, Niagara Falls is not overrated.
We survived. Oh, you look weird. Like this. Guys, he's running away. Oh, bird chasing the kid. Come here. You can't run from me. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm telling you, don't want to do that. Oh, where are you going? Oh, dang it.
We then got to experience our first taste of Tim Hortons Donuts, a donut shop that's predominantly based in Canada, but there are a couple in near Niagara Falls, and it was awesome. We then proceeded to drive 3 hours to Green Lake State Park to get out and stretch our legs before driving 5 more hours to our campsite in Vermont that night. Alright, we got to Green Lake State Park. We have no idea really what we're doing here. We just wanted to get out of the car for a little bit.
Checking out the lakes.
Yeah.
I found some toxic sludge. I don't know what's going on here. Wah, wah. Oh no.
In reality, there really was just not that much to do at Green Lake State Park, so we only stayed there for about an hour because we still had 5 hours to our campsite and it was already like 6 p.m. and we did not want to be too tired because the next day would be the first day that we got to see the mountains.
We're gonna jump into Green Lake. No, not Green Lake. Whatever this lake is. I don't know. It's raining.
Almost seeing lake.
Yeah, sure.
In the night while my body slept in my bed, my mind was running through the woods instead. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane.
Alright, we just got into New Hampshire and
100
we only have
miles
1
an
more
hour
hour until we get to the White Mountains, and then we're going to do our first hike called the Cascade Path.
And Vagabond dreaming takes me through the night. Sipping whiskey by the river, living out inside. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour toward the light.
To the Cascades, and basically what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a bunch of waterfalls within like half mile of each other.
I found this hike on TikTok. It was called the Cascade Path, and it was a 3-mile loop, and apparently on this trail there's a 0.5-mile stretch where there's gonna be a whole bunch of waterfalls.
First swim to the waterfall.
I don't know that there's 7 of these. I trusted TikTok with the hike, so hey,
Trails look cool, so
hopefully we can cliff jump.
Miles an hour to the air.
oh my god! I bet it's so cool! Oh my gosh, it's so cool! What's Ben doing? He's not doing good. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
100 miles an hour in the fast. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour till I'm done.
First time ever actually swimming in a waterfall. That was insane, bro. That was so cool. It was so cool. It was so fun. Oh my god. Alright, next waterfall. Let's hit it.
We're both throwing smoke.
Going into this hike, we had no idea if we'd be able to cliff jump or not. But luckily we found this epic spot with a beautiful waterfall, and it was some of the most fun we had on the whole trip.
She said, I've got nothing to do, neither do you. There's a place down the road where we can waste the whole afternoon.
3, 2, 1.
I overheard that she was 19. She's got a fake ID and a nose ring. Those kind of girls tend to know things better.
I'm up next. I'm
dying to figure out what she's hiding. She's playing it cool, but she's lying better than I do.
that was definitely a top 5 experience. Oh, all right, we're gonna finish the hike, but let's go. Good morning. We just got up and we're packing up the car and we're gonna head to Mount Washington State Park where we're gonna summit the tallest mountain in New Hampshire. It's a really long hike, it's about 6 miles. It's gonna take a while and it's known to be one of the harder day hikes in the United States. It's gonna be a lot of fun, it's gonna be a little rigorous, and it's gonna be the first really challenging hike we do on our road trip.
Okay, so going into this hike, we had zero idea just how hard it would actually be. We thought we were only going on a 5.8 mile loop to a mountain lake called Lake of the Clouds. However, we realized that by doing that hike, we would not be able to summit Mount Washington, which is the tallest mountain in New Hampshire. So, we decided to take the Mount Washington Summit Trail, which was an 8 mile out and back trail, which also included the Lake of the Clouds. But we decided to do a loop, and we did not know it added on a bunch of miles, so this hike actually ended up taking us about 13 miles, and it took everything out of us, but it was so beautiful.
All right, so we just paid for our parking. We're about to set off on this 5,000 foot hike to summit Mount Washington. We got some information from these guides, and they were really helpful, so we're excited.
We finally got onto the Lake of the Clouds trail. It's gonna be a fun trail, see some waterfalls and summit Mount Washington. It's gonna be so cool.
How have things been? Well, love, now that you mention it.
We found this cool stream. Well, actually it's a waterfall. We're gonna just chill down here for a little bit.
I would say it was on this hike that it kind of hit us, that we are actually out here. I mean, to think that just 4 days ago, we were literally in school doing finals, and now we were 17 hours from home in the mountains. It was surreal. This hike was my favorite thing that we did on the whole trip, and it was my favorite hike that I've ever done in my life.
We're about to hike up 1.2 thousand feet of elevation in 1 mile to get to the Lake of the Clouds.
Your car, now I know your name, but not who you are. It's all okay. There ain't a drop of bad blood. It's all my love. You got all my love. I'm still out here.
We're almost to the Lake of the Clouds.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
We're literally in the freaking clouds.
This is insane.
Oh my god, it's like in a video game, bro. There's the house on top of the Lake of the Clouds. This is crazy, dude. We're in the Lake of the Clouds cabin.
We're at 5,012 feet right now. And we got a couple of people making soup and bread right now, so we're gonna get a bunch of orders of those, eat up, and summit this mountain. I feel like we're in like a Swiss cabin.
Yeah.
5,012 feet. It was tough. Very tough.
After re-energizing on some delicious soup and bread, we were ready to make our summit push.
That good?
It was a lifesaver.
You got all my love.
Stop. The area ahead has the worst weather in America. Many have died there from exposure, even in the summer. Turn back now if the weather is bad. White Mountain National Forest.
Let's send it.
Send it.
Final push.
Tornado just comes through and just eats us all. We just get up on the summit.
Let's send it.
And at the end of it,
We're super close to the summit of Mount Washington. Probably have like 0.3 miles left. But this hike is absolutely ridiculous. Look at this. The Lake of the Clouds is right over there.
now I know your name, but not who you are. It's all okay. There ain't a drop of bad blood.
Then, after hours of hiking, we had finally reached the summit.
I'm still out here with the pills and the dogs. You need me, dear.
We only had about 3 hours to make it down before sunset, so I did not record that much. However, I did get some shots because the trail on the way back down was absolutely astonishing.
We made it. Made it. Ah! We thought we'd never get out. That was like 15 miles. Okay, now we're gonna go to our car and drive to our campsite. And we made it before it got dark.
Yeah, basically.
That was the hardest thing of my life.
That was the hardest thing I've done in my life. That was so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my gosh.
Before we went to our campsite, we all collectively decided to go to Walmart to go on an absolute junk food run. This is how it turned out.
All right, we're outside Walmart. We just went in and bought a bunch of junk food. Treat ourselves after a long hike. We're all dead tired, but we're all enjoying our food. out on the lot.
Just got done with Mount Washington, and now I'm eating donut holes and Chips Ahoy in a Walmart parking lot.
Throw it on the ground so it blows up. Oh no. Why'd you let it go? It's like this. Did you record that? Yeah, I got it. It's like this. Alright, now I have to clean the van.
After we fulfilled our much needed cravings, we drove to our campsite where the owner of the property had this big fluffy farm dog, and I must admit, I do still think about him to this day because he was the cutest dog that I've ever seen.
Good morning, we just woke up in the mountains. Today is our last day in New Hampshire, and then we're gonna drive down to Maine today. We're going to Backseat State Park, which is Maine's largest wilderness area, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's one of the places we're most excited about. I'm making oatmeal, so we're gonna eat that. We're all a little sore, so we're not doing much today. Hopefully I find a place to shave today, because that's nasty.
Alright, we just made it to Maine, and we're going to stop in Augusta, which is actually the state's capital, and we're going to wash our clothes.
I'm about to shave in a random laundromat in Maine before and after. I feel like a whole new man now.
How much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away.
We got to our campground at Roaring Brook in Baxter. Me and Nate checked us in, and the guys set up camp, and we got some firewood, and we're just gonna chill, eat some hot dogs, probably eat some s'mores, go to bed early, wake up early. It's gonna be a good day.
Alright, so we have some disappointing news. Looks like we're not going to be able to summit Mount Katahdin tomorrow because of this new weather forecast. Looks like there's going to be some pretty high wind speeds and a lot of rain on the summit tomorrow. So we're trying to find some alternatives. Luckily, me and Jack had a good conversation with a ranger here at Baxter, and we found two good alternatives. We're going to wait until 7 a.m. tomorrow to embark on our journey just because the weather report releases at 7 a.m. So our first plan is we're going to take Chimney Pond from our campground. We're going to go west for about 3 miles on Chimney Pond. It's like 1,500 feet elevation gain in about 3 miles, so it's more gradual than a lot of the stuff we've done already, but it's still going to be tough. Luckily, it's really scenic. It's one of the trails that we would have taken to the summit anyway, so we'll get to see some of what we would have done. The other option is we take a shorter trail. It's about a mile long to South Turner Peak, which is 3,100 feet. We'll see how it goes, but we're just praying for a miracle. Heck yeah.
The Mount Katahdin summit and Knife's Edge Trail looks like the hiker's dream. I mean, just look at these images. This trail was the thing that we were all looking forward to most in the whole adventure. So the news that we could not do it due to bad weather was really heartbreaking, but we still made the most out of Backseat State Park.
We're filling up a water bottle into fresh Brook water. Here we go. First honest review.
Make me happy when skies are gray. Never know
Get my refrigerator.
how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away.
Good morning from Backseat State Park. It's currently about 6:11 a.m. and we're about to hop on the Chimney Pond Trail. We're gonna attempt to summit Katahdin, but obviously that's probably not gonna happen. But we're gonna try to at least make the Chimney Pond. We're gonna check the weather up at the shelter.
Loki's starting to rain right now. If we tried to summit, we would have been absolutely cooked.
You won't leave the table.
Okay, so since Katahdin didn't work out, we're doing Everest next summer.
Gotta get out of
Washington was a good enough warm up, so yeah, next.
Yeah, taking on Everest. What do you think, Gabe? No?
Everest and K2 in the same week.
No, the same. We're gonna do like the back to back. We're gonna get down and then we're gonna like start walking. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Stumble under the stars.
We're about a mile and a half into our hike, I'd say. We still gotta get to Chimney Pond.
The road sign.
So
So wet.
try to smirk, but
We made it Chimney Pond, and it's gorgeous here. Just sucks that the weather's a little bad, but at least we gotta get to this location because this is one of the biggest things we're gonna do on the trip. And it's still super gorgeous. The water's super clear. The mountains in the background look so cool.
I don't mean to frighten you. I just wanna be clear.
It's downpouring, and we're just trying to make it back to the car. Let's just check back in once we make it back.
All right, post hike.
What if bro bro bought the towel, the crop top towel, bro? What?
Got this cabin for the night. It was low key like $185, so it's actually really nice. Let's go inside, check it out. There's two different parts of the cabin. They're both the same. This is what I'll be sleeping in. Oh, hello there, Ben. One bed. We got bunk bed on that side. Got an indoor fireplace. Then come out this door. Get a nice view of pond. Yeah, it's a little porch. Then down here we got fireplace, and then $1 canoe and kayak rentals. Which is gonna be fire. We're definitely using those tomorrow morning or tonight.
Yo, we're in Backseat State Park on Chimney Pond, and we're kayaking on a mountain lake. I don't know, I just feel like doing stuff like this is super important, especially with your friends. Like if you find a good enough, if you find close friends, going outside and going on trips like this is crazy.
It's a different worldly experience, man. It opens up your eyes to so many different meanings. Like life is so much more than a job or school or sports. It's like those things are important now, but at the end of the day you go outside and that's always going to be there for you.
Yeah, I feel like life's just like a collection of memories. Like that's how I picture it. So I feel like the more cool stuff you make, the more when you look and reflect in your life, that's what you're gonna remember. Like kayaking in that mountain.
I remember that forever, man.
Yeah, bro. Or summiting in Mount Washington, bro.
My legs are gonna remember that.
My legs are gonna remember that. Going down the boulder field. Oh my god, that was so cool. And going to Niagara Falls with the boys. Like
that was
what?
Awesome.
Yeah.
We were getting blasted by all the water, man. We were all that was crazy.
And we're only halfway through this thing too.
And it's been so much fun so far. I've never done anything like this before.
No.
And I'm so happy I came because I've never experienced anything like this before. I've never pushed myself. Like even Mount Washington, man, I didn't know I was capable of that. I've never really done hiking before, and I just summited the highest peak in New Hampshire.
Everything here is so much bigger than you as an individual.
I was looking up at from the
yeah, you feel so small.
It's like, it's crazy.
There's nothing like it.
We were at when we went to Chimney Pond.
Yeah.
And you were looking up. I was looking down because I've been looking down the whole time while we were walking.
Yeah.
And you look up, and it was like a trippy effect. Like it looked like the mountain was rolling backward because of how tall it was and where we were. And the clouds cleared. It was so cool.
Yeah.
I thought I was being sucked into a black hole. That's what it felt like.
It's crazy how we went from all meeting each other in 8th grade, throughout randomly. I remember me and Ben and Nate met through band. We met through basketball. And then me and Gabe are obviously lifelong friends. But the fact that we went from an 8th grade lunch table every day to being in northern Maine in a cabin together.
That's actually crazy, man.
That is so crazy. And we're not even seniors yet. Do you think the term happiness is only real when shared is true?
What do you mean?
Like happiness is only real when shared with other people. Do you think that's a true statement?
I think it has lots of truth. It has lots of truth behind it. Yeah. I feel like you can, if you're on your own, I feel like it makes it way more memorable if you're with other people. Yeah. You'll remember it and be able to enjoy it more, I think.
Being able to go back and the remember me stuff,
Yeah, when you sit down with all your friends and you're just oh, remember this, remember that, you go through a spiral and you just keep, it's just you're flooded with happy memories. Right. All those times in my basement when we're all talking about, all the stuff we
we were there the other day.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And it's just you go to spiral and everyone's oh, and it's just awesome.
That's why I think it's so important to be yourself though. Because that's how you actually find real friends.
Yeah. You can't put on a fake persona and expect to find people you actually truly want to be with.
Yeah.
With relationships, girlfriends, anything.
Right.
The biggest thing, be true to yourself, because end of the day, you lay down, you are you.
Yeah.
You're not the person you tried to be that day.
Right.
And you want to attract the right people, because those are the people that are going to be associated with you.
Like, I think it's important, just like be goofy. Like, don't be scared of doing something that because other people think it might be weird. Because usually, if you're yourself, people look up to that, I feel like.
Yeah, because a lot of people can't. I mean, not that you can't, but a lot of people are scared to be themselves because they don't want to be judged or don't want to be frowned upon. They want to fit in and be the normal and be popular, but I feel like...
I think that's that's a
I
slippery
feel like
slope.
It is, because...
Slippery slope to live through your life, never actually may do anything you want to do.
But I feel like what's so special about our friend group is that we've kind of climbed that ladder super quick.
Yeah,
we realize what's important quick.
Yeah, like 8th grade, we realized, like, here's what we're going to do. Here are our morals.
Even since then, we've grown so much. I'm still growing. All of us are still growing.
Yeah, we're still growing a lot.
We have so much to learn, so much to experience, so many more people to meet.
I feel like all you have to do is just ask. Like, some people get these crazy ideas, but they're too afraid to ever actually pursue them. But they don't even, like, get the chance to ask. They just think, like, oh, we're never going to be able to do that. We can't do something like that.
Yeah, even like this trip. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, my parents are going to say no. I'm not doing that. I'm not even going to ask. But you ask and you formulate a plan and and you put it together and you make it happen. And I think that's the biggest thing that people are like, what? Your parents let you go? It's like, yeah, they did because we put effort and time and months of planning and made sure everything was calculated and that we're going to be safe and we're going to have a great time, and it worked out.
And obviously we fight sometimes. I mean, we're not obviously in the video you're not going to see us bickering or fighting, but obviously it happens.
But I'm 100% we have had some disagreements so far.
Yeah, but we get through it at the end of the day. So.
Yeah. Good talks and good maturing, like, I mean,
because I feel like you can never really be close to somebody if you don't fight, like, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, even like relationships, I feel like if you're just going the whole time, just like, and you never fight, then you're never actually gonna like grow or you're never actually know that person to a close level, because no two people are ever gonna fully agree on anything ever. Mm-hmm. That just does not happen. No. It's about how you come through the arguments. Like, if your relationship as a friend or romantic relationship can't make it through one fight, then like
that's like it's not meant to be.
No, yeah, but it's about how you overcome your differences.
Yeah, it's about how you approach the fights too. I mean, look at it more as like a conversation than a fight. Like, you can disagree on something, but it's like how you approach it. It's so easy to get so angry so fast, but you know it's the right thing to stay calm and make like calculated decisions on what you should say and how you should say it.
Yeah.
Because one small thing said wrong and it turns into a spiral and everyone's mad. So.
Yeah, and that's how we make this stuff work, because we get through our fights.
Yeah.
We find common ground. I'm excited to move forward with the trip and see how it ends out from here. It's gonna be cool to watch back on this.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a banger video, man.
It's gonna be a banger video. I can't wait.
We spent the morning kayaking the beautiful mountain pond, and it was one of the most surreal and beautiful things that I have ever done.
Oh. Nothing, can't tell me nothing.
He was absolutely beautiful.
To Bar Harbor.
After driving 3 hours, we had finally left the quiet mountains of New England and made it to Bar Harbor, Maine, a small coastal town, where we got our first glimpse of the Atlantic Ocean.
Bar Harbor is a super famous little coastal town on Maine. It borders the ocean, so it's super beautiful out here and the weather's perfect. Could not have asked for a better day.
I low-key just spent all my money on the first store we went to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be broke. Let's go.
We got our lobsters. We're about to go to town.
Hey, we're about to go find the Campbell
Tell
Soup Mansion.
me, lover,
Alright, we made it to the Campbell Mansion.
you made your change.
We can't go in because it's closed,
Was
but
you
it's
so
a
rediscovered?
pretty big house right on the ocean.
Was your heart rearranged? Are you still taking pills in the morning? And did you lose that longing now for a walk through an ocean town?
Hey, what do you think about Bar Harbor?
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah?
It's good. They have good ice cream. I lost my debit card though. Sad.
Aww. It's alright.
To forget what they say, a boat beside a dock in the sunlight. nothing but the
We are the Blue Hill Brass. We're from the state of Maine. We've been together since 1984.
Wow.
And we are available for parties,
Weddings,
funerals,
and other festive occasions.
All you have to do is pay for our car fare to get us to wherever you need us. So we hope you enjoy.
And we accept food as well. So.
Hey, well, there you go. Well, thank you guys. All right, we just finished up at Bar Harbor. Absolutely awesome coastal town. You got recruited to.
I was sitting on the band, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm about $200 poorer than I was. I think everybody here is, but we're gonna head over to Acadia National Park, which is like 15 minutes away.
laughing at the way that you would say, if only, baby, there were cameras in the traffic lights. They'd make me a star. They'd make me a star.
It's the Atlantic Ocean, baby.
My dad still tells me when they're playing your songs, laughing at the way that you would say, if only they...
Katie's awesome. You gotta get out here.
Vibes never been higher. Vibes have never been higher.
Oh, hello. My dad was on the phone.
You're cooked.
All right, so I canceled my card, but then I come to find I have my card in the back of my phone case. So I can't revitalize my card.
Revitalize.
They can't turn it. Yeah. Oh well. It's whatever.
We found the only showers in the island, and it costs $1 an hour to shower. $1 a minute. $1 a minute. $1 a minute. Scam.
I'm gonna put $10 in there. So.
Yeah, we need you to shower fast. Acadia National Park is home to the United States' first sunrise and sunset. Cadillac Mountain, the tallest mountain in Acadia, is a very famous spot to watch the sunrise, but in order to drive up the mountain, you need a pass that you can only buy 2 days in advance. Due to having no cell service in Baxter State Park, we were unable to purchase the pass. So our only option to go watch the sunrise was to summit Cadillac Mountain. And in order to do that and make it in time, we had to wake up at 3 in the morning. So that's exactly what we did. Good morning. It's currently 3 in the morning. We all just woke up. Nobody slept good at all. But we're up, and now it's time to go summit.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other.
3:30.
Let's go!
Come on!
Let's go!
We got the trailhead. We're a little behind schedule. We couldn't find parking, but we found some. Now we're gonna strut the summit. Let's go.
First view of the sunrise. We're running up the mountain. We have to make it in time. We woke up this early. We gotta get here.
Ben and Baron did not feel like coming along because everyone's tired, but me, Nate, and Gabe are gonna do the Beehive Trail, and this is some steep elevation, so yeah, we're just gonna go knock this one out.
Feel like face some of the ruin, face some of the ruin.
Cliffs is pretty much furthest east point in the entire United States. So it's pretty cool.
You thinking no is so wrong. What made you feeling the worst? And I don't know how to get along with myself when I'm weekend. When I'm weekend. So let's go back to our Cocoon.
Alright, we made it to the pool. This is the last portion of the Beehive Trail. Now we're gonna go back, pick up the boys, and we're gonna head down to Otter Cliffs and chill by the ocean. Alright, we picked up the other guys. Now we're heading down to Otter Cliffs, and I heard it's really beautiful down there, so let's go.
Similar to Green Lake State Park, there just was not that much to do at the Otter Cliffs, so we decided to call an audible and head to the beach and then spend the rest of the night in Bar Harbor and go on a wildlife watching tour. We're on a animal wildlife tour. We're going to try to find a whale or like a seal or something.
What up? Basically, after we went on that boat tour, we decided to spend time in Bar Harbor. We got some nice dinner, and we got some awesome ice cream after that. And here are the pictures. Tonight's our last day actually camping on this road trip. And tomorrow morning, we're gonna wake up, and we're gonna go down to Boston, and then we're gonna go home. Good morning. We're currently breaking down camp and packing up the van. Today is our last day on the East Coast, and we're gonna spend it in Boston, and we're taking the scenic US Route 1 road all the way down the East Coast. It's a very beautiful drive, and I'm so sad the trip's coming to an end, but it was such an amazing adventure, and we're gonna end it with an amazing last day.
I put my heart and soul in this game. I'm feeling drained, unappreciated, unalleviated. Tired of coming up short, fuck abbreviated. Want my whole name spelled out, my old pain spelled out. No pain,
Alright, we just made it to Boston. We have about 4 hours here, and the first thing we're gonna do is go check out TD Garden.
I call my own shots. I'm David Blaine.
We're walking around Boston. We just got to the Harvard campus, so we're just gonna walk around and check it out. It's a big city.
Going into the Harvard shop right now.
Yeah, we got some Harvard shirts, but we're kind of posers, but you know, that's alright. We're walking around Harvard campus. I feel like a genius.
We all got demons. As you fall through the club, bad bitches down to do all the above.
Do you feel smart?
All these people around here make me feel stupid.
I'm committed. Class of 2030.
He is not committed.
Hey, I'ma put us all on the map. Gone and I ain't looking back. Yeah, I know they gon' feel it like they tanked on me. I promise, baby, you can bet the bank on me.
I'm getting a Boston cream donut in Boston in this cool little donut shop.
We then proceeded to walk back to the van and drove through the night to make the 17-hour journey back home to wrap up an unforgettable adventure. The definition of a brother is a man or boy in relation to other sons and daughters of his parents. But I don't necessarily think that that's true. I'd argue that you do not need to be related to somebody for them to be your brother. A brother is somebody who you can always rely on. Somebody who will pick up the phone at any hour of the night when you need them. Somebody who genuinely wants you to succeed and is able to celebrate your successes without a hint of jealousy, but are also always there to fall back on when life gets tough. I don't know where life will take us. I don't know when we will all go to college, and I don't know how much I'll see these guys as I grow older. But what I do know is that these guys are not just my friends. They're my brothers. And I know that no matter where life takes me, any one of these guys will always be just one phone call away. And I know that they will always pick up, no matter what. Thank you for watching.
Well, I'm tired of dirt roads named after high school friends, grandfathers, and motherfuckers here still don't know they caught the Boston bombers. Time moves so damn slow, I swear I feel my organs failing. I stopped caring about a month ago, since then it's been smooth sailing.
I figure out after holding it, it's definitely poisonous.
First outdoor shower experience.
I have this huge blister from like a spider or something, and it's filled with something that hurts.
I have this horrendous pop-up tent I bought. I thought it'd be convenient. And it is downpouring. Now I'm getting absolutely destroyed right now. All my stuff is soaked.
How are you?
Oh, you're so big. You're such a big boy. Oh, you're such a big boy.
He's loving it.
You're such a big boy. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Look at this guy, man. This is awesome, bro.
How are you?
I like it.
Yeah!